Welcome back, everybody, to this country playthrough of Hogwarts Legacy on the PlayStation 5 and, of course, on hard. We're going to go and meet Poppy in the Forbidden Forest, kickstart this quest off. I don't know what sort of thing it entails, whether or not it's just us speaking to her, but as we're here, I'm going to presume we're going to be doing the quest. So.
I can do this. I can do this. They will want to help.
Oh yes, speaking to Centaurs.
We're meeting the Centaurs?
Well, they don't exactly know we're coming, so it's less of a meeting and more of a surprise, I suppose.
They'll understand.
Once we tell them about the Snidgets, they'll understand why we came and they'll want to help.
I hope you're right. Perhaps they'll be able to tell that we're sincere. There's something about them that's so knowing. It's almost unnerving.
Centaurs are known for being wise.
I suppose they are known for having an air of omniscience.
That's exactly the right word. I just... never mind.
What is it?
It's nothing, truly. We've no secrets to hide.
That's right. We'll simply be honest with them about what we're trying to do. They'll have to help us, won't they?
Yes, of course. You're absolutely right. We'll meet with them, tell them about the Snidgets, and I'm sure to all be fun.
What? I thought my game crashed then, by the way.
What do you think you're doing here, humans?
Please! We were hoping to speak with you.
Ah! I suppose you'd like a tale for your friends of the time you spoke to a centaur, and it spoke back.
No, never. We're here because we need your help.
Enough! You made a grave error in judgment in coming here, little witch.
Leave them be, Alec. We do not harm the young. It is not our way.
You forget your place, old fool. I'm the leader of this herd, and while you cling to our way, their kind continue to slaughter beasts like us without a care.
From what I can see, they have slaughtered no one. They will leave here unharmed.
Mark my words, Doran. If I ever see them again, it will be all three of your heads.
Off with his head.
Foolish children. Do you know what happens to wizards who wander here? Now, follow me before
Golden
I...
Snidgets are still alive, and the poachers are after them. They know that the key to finding them lies in the moonlight, but they don't know what that means, yet. Please, help us find the Snidgets before the poachers do.
Could it be? In the south, there is a cave within which lies what the poachers seek. A moonstone. Retrieve it and place it in the henge in the forest. I, on the other hand, must go speak with the herd. Find me after you have done this.
I don't understand. So the moonlight mentioned in the journal doesn't refer to actual moonlight, but to a moonstone. What do moonstones have to do with Snidgets? And why was he so certain about where we could find one?
Isn't moonstone common?
Isn't Moonstone all around us? Why retrieve one from a cave?
Knowing centaurs, I suspect he's referring to a specific moonstone. We'll likely know it when we see it.
I trust him.
I don't know, but I am inclined to believe him, what with his being a centaur and all.
I am too. It is a shame how quickly he left. What was his name? Doran.
That's what the leader of the herd called him.
Well, if Doran knows something we don't, I'd rather act now and ask questions later. I can head to the library and start looking into the cave you mentioned. I'll let you know what I find.
Awesome. What's this? Hippogriff. Don't need a hippogriff, and I'm not really fussed about them, to be honest. Okay, with that done, that turned out exactly as I thought it was going to be. Same as this one, so let's do this. Just outside Hogsmeade, I think she said. Let's just go into Hogsmeade. Going to be quicker than going to the other travel point. It's annoying that there's not one like here. You know, like here. Would have been ideal, but... Right, Natty.
Are you ready to put an end to Harlow?
Yes.
I'm ready to do what's needed to take Harlow down. I know you have a plan.
We must gather information from the friends of Mr. Bickle that Archie and Mrs. Bickle mentioned. Agabus Filbert, Otto Dibble, and Mr. and Mrs. Rabe.
All right.
I suggest that you speak with each of them while I head to the Hogshead. I saw some Ashwinders heading there. And as my mother would never go near the Hogshead, she is less likely to learn of my activities than if I were to wander the village questioning its residents.
Where can I find them?
Where am I to find these friends of his?
I do not know about Mr. Rabe, but his wife, Daisy, is often in Hogsmeade, as is Agabus Filbert. And Otto Dibble, he works at Gladrags, so you will likely find him there.
What sort of information am I trying to gather from these people?
They may know what evidence Mr. Bickle had against Harlow, or they may have evidence of their own. We simply need to know whatever they know.
Very well. I'll speak with them, see what I can learn.
I knew I could rely on you. We need to know how they are being blackmailed by Rookwood and Harlow. Meet me here after you have spoken with them. Hopefully, by the time you return, I will be able to move a bit more freely.
Okay, let's get going then. They all seem to be in here, so it's nice. The shop, Paul. I'll head out this one first.
Historically speaking, there's never
Say could fast travel, but
Agabus Filbert must be around here somewhere.
Hello there.
Hello, Hamora.
first of all, so glad that we did all of the
Revelio.
missions to get these done. Makes stuff like this so much easier. Oh my god. Surprisingly, I've still got some stuff that is open after going on and getting all the demi-guises, but it's fine. Right, Agabus Filbert.
Excuse me, Mr. Filbert. I wondered if I might speak with you about your dealings with Theophilus Harlow. I hope to ease Mrs. Bickle's mind by gathering evidence against him.
Oh, tragic what happened to Bickle. He wanted me to speak out against Harlow for an act of violence committed against me. But I feared Harlow's retaliation, and so I refused.
You may have shared Mr. Bickle's fate if you had spoken out against Harlow as he requested.
Unfortunately, I suspect you're right.
You said that Harlow committed an act of violence against you. Could you tell me what happened?
Before my extraordinary wife, Dulcibella, passed away, she had just completed a small book of poetry. As a surprise for her birthday, one she never had the chance to celebrate, I had the book beautifully bound and plated in gold. One day, Harlow came calling to punish me for having spoken out against the Neanderthals that comprise Rookwood's lot. Before I knew it, I'd been petrified, and Harlow was rifling through my home. He found the book of poetry, with its exquisite gold plating. I watched helplessly, lying there in my entranceway as he walked away with the book, laughing as he went. I was shaken to my core. Still am, to be honest.
I imagine you fear Harlow retaliating again, but do you mind if I share this information with Officer Singer?
I suppose I have no choice. This extortion can't go on forever. You can pass it on to anyone who may be willing to help.
Cool.
Harlow does not like people talking, as you already know.
Now, to find Mr. Bickle's other two friends.
Yep. Take a shortcut. One down here. There's one in here.
Mrs. Rabe should be nearby.
Oh, Isco, what have I done?
Mrs. Rabe, I wondered if I might speak with you about Theophilus Harlow. I'm a friend of the Bickles and I'm trying to gather evidence against him.
Poor Joanna and little Archie. And now Harlow has taken my darling Isco.
What do you mean? Why?
I'm a security guard at Gringotts, and my husband is a curse breaker for them. Harlow approached me about helping him extort my colleagues into giving him treasures from the vaults.
And you declined?
Of course I declined. Repeatedly. I thought they'd given up, until I came home one night and found my husband gone, and a note affixed to my door with a knife. The note stated that I only had a few days to reconsider helping with some banking needs, and that my husband would appreciate it if I acted quickly. But the help Harlow wants is help that I cannot give, and my dearest Isco is paying the price.
Why would Harlow take your husband and not you?
Why wouldn't Harlow extort your husband?
Isco's job is even more removed from the vaults than mine. He travels the world for the bank. He could do nothing for Harlow. I'm the one in the bank on a daily basis, which evidently makes me an enticing target for blackmail.
Have you helped Harlow since your husband was taken?
No, I'm worried sick about Isco, but he'd never want me to compromise my integrity. I also know that he's extremely clever. That said, I was hoping he would have escaped by now. It makes me concerned as to why he hasn't.
Are you sure the note means that your husband was kidnapped?
What else could it possibly mean? Besides, I came home to find that someone had trampled the daisies in our garden. It may sound silly, but those were Isco's pride and joy. He would never have let that happen.
Thank you, Mrs. Rabe. Knowing the lengths that Harlow will go to is helpful, albeit more than disturbing.
Mr. Bickle was trying to help us, but now he's gone. I don't know what to do.
I shall do all I can to get evidence against Harlow, Mrs. Rabe.
Very well. Here's the note I received. You must be careful as well. Please don't put yourself in danger.
Nice. Mrs. Ray, we do hope you will reconsider helping us with our banking needs. Given you ample time to reach a decision on your own, but we're beginning to lose our patience. We know your husband would appreciate it if you were to see the value in our working together. Shall we expect a response by week's end? Best to keep this between us if you understand our meaning.
Some evidence worth hanging on to.
Thank you. I hope it's not too late.
We're on the right track. Now to find the last of Mr. Bickle's friends. Otto Dibble works at Gladrags. I should check there.
Please tell me you didn't take it, but perhaps it's been here all along.
Mr. Dibble, may I speak with you? It's about Theophilus Harlow.
I've nothing to say about him. May I interest you in a stunning cravat today?
Please, sir, I'd like to help. I spoke to Mrs. Bickle.
You know the Bickles? All right, but we must be discreet. Can't have Mr. Hill hearing this.
I know Mr. Hill. He was kind to me the day of the troll attack.
Oh, he's a good man, but even he wouldn't understand about Harlow. It started a few weeks ago. I was distracted, reading a note, when you-know-who came into the shop. I hid the note behind the counter and offered to help him. He stared at me for a moment, then asked me to check on an order he'd placed. I went into the storeroom to check on what turned out to be a non-existent order. When I returned, he was holding the note.
What was in the note?
It was a note from Rosie Hill, Mr. Hill's daughter. You see, we've been, well, secretly engaged these past 6 months. We haven't told Mr. Hill yet. I dare say he has higher hopes for her. Harlow advised me in no uncertain terms that my relationship with Rosie, not to mention my employment here, depended upon my cooperation.
What did he ask you to do?
It all happened so quickly. In an instant, he took a very expensive scarf from the counter, pocketed it, and smiled. He said, "Your secret is safe as long as I can supply my lady friend with delightful items like this every so often." I've been able to cover for his requests until now with some creative bookkeeping, but I can't keep it up for much longer. I'm terrified to say anything. I could never live without Rosie.
Could you give me a bit more detail about the note? That might help me to identify it should I come across it.
It's on Rosie's special pink stationery. It has her monogram at the top, RH. That's how Mr. Hill would know it was real.
What have you been doing to keep the extortion a secret?
Well, as I mentioned, creative bookkeeping. And I've also been trying to cover the costs with my own savings, but I'm running out of money. Of course, none of this bodes well for my efforts to improve my circumstances and to be worthy of Rosie.
I met Mr. Hill the day of the troll attack. He was kind to me. Why don't you just tell him?
He's a lovely man. But when it comes to Rosie, I fear he loses all perspective. He'd see this as a grave betrayal. I'd lose my job instantly, and Rosie as well.
Thank you for telling me. I'm gathering evidence to take Harlow down.
I would love nothing more than to see him rotting in Azkaban, but be careful. He's an awful man and incredibly dangerous. As for Rosie's letter, should you happen upon it, I have committed it to memory. You may destroy it immediately.
Understood.
Now hurry off before Mr. Hill returns.
I guess we need to speak to Poppy.
Mr. Bickle's friends.
Or Natty, sorry.
How to find Natty.
Yeah, thankfully these sort of fetch questies, they do come with a lot of story, which is nice. It's not just go here, collect an apple, come back here, get a potato.
Revelio.
I've not seen that one before.
It's not like Natty to be late. She said she was going to the Hog's Head. Perhaps I'll find her there.
Yeah, head into town. She's going to be kidnapped, right? We all know she's going to be kidnapped.
Natty must be around here somewhere. Natty's wand. She can cast without it. She wanted me to find this. She's in trouble. Revelio will show me where she was taken.
Nosy little students get what's coming to them.
Revelio.
This way.
Natty must have been taken this way. I need to find her quickly. The footprints led to this room. There must be another way forward. Accio. A hidden door. Revelio.
Wasn't the hardest one in the world. Can't get in through there. It's a shame.
Natty must have been taken this way. I need to find her quickly. Revelio.
Some gold. Here, people. Right, so I need to find Natty. I need to find the Book of poems and the love letter.
I'd better be sure I'm not seen. Revelio.
Only a Hogwarts student would be arrogant enough to come in here alone.
Just keep an eye out.
Level 30.
He knows the lies and falsehoods no one's mightier and Rockwoods. No one messing about.
What? The book of poems that was taken from Agabus Filbert. I'll be thrilled to have this back.
Quite conductive,
Chris.
Ow.
Descendo.
Stop that.
Imperial.
Time to ease in the arm.
Lousy little fool.
Descendo. Accio.
What?
Bombarda. Accio.
Managed to kill that person. I think I just yeeted him through a wall, to be honest.
Revelio.
I don't know, maybe she did die. Right, I need to find the love letter as well, by the way. Let's come in here. Back item. Landscape painting, how lovely.
Revelio.
That's the way we came in.
Hey.
Bombarda.
Probably comes the other way, that way then. Some people above us.
We should speak to her again. Perhaps she'll tell us where we can find that friend of hers.
She's determined to say nothing. The boss will deal with her when he arrives. I'll have filled a cemetery by the time I retire.
Can I not?
Expulso! Thought you could hide from me, did ya? Expulso!
Descendo. Defendo. Crucio. Bombarda. Accio.
Crucio!
Incendio. Descendo.
What have you done?
Incendio.
Oh,
Confringo.
Is that all they're teaching in school these days?
Imperial.
Expulso!
Crucio.
How dare you!
Sender.
Jumping to me.
Confringo.
Expulsion!
Imperium.
I am at your call.
Accio. Defender. Bombarda. Crucible.
Good thing about Crucio is it does pin them down.
Revelio.
So that's the way we could have come up.
Natty must be here somewhere.
Revelio.
There she is.
I knew you would realize I had left my wand for you. Over here. I need your help.
Is there a love letter? Right. It's you.
Bombarda.
How do I? I think I'm still in a fight. Why am I still in a fight? And against whom?
Revelio.
Yeah. Just run back here a minute. Something's gone a bit wrong here. See, my guess is the woman I yeeted down through.
Revelio.
It's not picked up that she's not here anymore. Okay, yeah, that's the love letter.
Dibble's love letter from Rosie. He wanted me to destroy this if I found it.
Just go again. I'm gonna have to just quit here. Hopefully we don't lose too much progress. It's rather annoying, I'm not gonna lie. There we go. Right, let's head back. Because I know there's a letter.
Revelio.
Grab that. Letter was up there.
Otto Dibble's love letter from Rosie.
There's a
wanted me to destroy this if I
chest
found it.
here.
Revelio.
Mask. Guessing I can't.
Bombarda.
No. It's this way. Okay. Rather annoying, I'm not going to lie.
Mr. Rabe, Daisy told me you'd been abducted.
You spoke with my wife. How is she?
Worried about you. Are you all right?
I am all right. Thank you for coming. These locks are cursed, and there's an anti-apparition jinx on the cells. Even Natty's skill with wandless magic cannot free us. I need you to find my wand.
Use mine. We'll find yours together once you're out of there.
I need my wand for this. Using one with which I have no connection may not work as well or as quickly, and we cannot risk detection.
I shall do my best. Any idea where it might be?
It's nearby. I can sense it.
Understood. I'll find it.
Your friend Natty was not able to summon.
Revelio.
It must be blocked.
Feels like this.
Revelio.
My wand is somewhere in this room. I can tell.
Confringo.
What do you want Bombarda here? I reckon it's behind here. No.
Revelio.
Ah.
Mr. Rabe's wand could be in there. If Natty
Weird.
couldn't summon Mr. Rabe's wand from her cell, it must be Mr. Rabe's wand. He'll be glad to have this back.
Alright, that wasn't as difficult as I was thinking it was going to be.
Mr. Rabe, I found your wand.
Well done. I knew it was nearby. Now, you best stand back. One never knows how a curse will react to being broken.
I like his hat.
Thank you, Mr. Isco.
My pleasure. And thank you, my friend. We owe our lives to your bravery. I may be too weak to disapparate with you both, but I can try.
You go ahead. Find Officer Singer. We will get out of here on our own.
Very well. But be careful. Thank you, my young friends.
Be prepared for a fight. These Ashwinders must pay.
Right, find a way out. I'm going to presume we just go out the way we came in. Yep.
Let's find Officer Singer and put an end to Harlow.
Right, Officer Singer.
Onai. I should have known. And you, the troll dispatcher. Oh, thank goodness the two of you are safe. Isco Rabe told me a couple of students had rescued him. Should have known it was you two.
Is Mr. Rabe all right?
He is. I sent him home to his wife. Miss Onai, your mother will not be pleased to learn that you're still risking your safety pursuing these dangerous men.
Actually, Officer Singer, Natty and I learned of several Hogsmeade residents who've had their lives threatened by the Ashwinders. In addition to abducting Mr. Rabe, to blackmail his wife and Natty, Rookwood and Harlow have also extorted Agabus Filbert and Otto Dibble.
I will look into all of that. As for the two of you, I appreciate what you're trying to do, but you are taking great risk. Next time, please let the authorities handle the Ashwinders.
With all due respect, officer, the authorities haven't done much about any of this.
There's more to taking down an organization like the Ashwinders than simply storming in and hauling them off based on a few accusations. I must insist that you leave them to us. We shall have no further discussion on this. Natsai, you may wish to speak with your mother about this before I do.
My mother will not like this. Thank you again for rescuing me. We shall speak soon.
No worries. Basis for blackmail. Actually, that's what we'll call this episode, I think. Right, let's take a look at them. Little quests. Yeah, so you got Sky's the Limit. While I'm here, I could probably go and buy that, actually. That would make a lot of sense.
You're
right.
back. Nice to see you again.
Do that. I've got 6,000. We can sell some stuff as well, right? Yep. Might as well. I think that says it's just going to be lower, but let's get this broom upgrade.
You'll be thrilled with that broom, I promise you. You're all set with the new upgrade. I can't wait to hear what you think. This may sound presumptuous, but...
You'd like me to report back with even more flight details.
You know me well. I feel I'm almost there. I just think I can improve broom flight a bit more. Miss Ray's is running a time trial at the South Coast course. Not ideal, really, what with rumours of Ranrock's lot and Ashwinders infiltrating the place. However, if you're flying high above them, you should be all right, I think.
I'm not worried, Mr. Weeks. I'll see if I can find Imelda.
I hope you are able to complete these trials. I have a feeling this final upgrade is going to be a sweeping success. Do be careful, of course. I shall look forward to hearing from you soon.
Awesome.
I look forward to our next meeting.
Yeah, we're not going to be doing that. I really just don't like flying the broomstick. I find it a little bit clunky. If you're interested, this Monument Business is the PlayStation exclusive one, but we'll do that sort of stuff post game, I think. Up next, ladies and gents, we're going to do In the Shadow of the Mountain. Unless anything else crops up, we'll probably just go straight over there and do it. So please like, comment, subscribe, all that good stuff. It really does help me out. And there'll be some more Hogwarts Legacy coming away shortly. And I'll see you all in the next one.